I'm gonna try again. What's going on, guys? A7 is here, and today in this video we're gonna be talking about how to make it to a higher power level in the new DLC, the Warmind. So the first thing is you want to do is become 335. It is not recommended to be 335, but preferably you are 335 to progress through your journey to a higher power level in this game. The first thing is when you want to start after hitting 335 is you becoming 345. Now there is two ways to become 345. There is the lazy way and there is the hard working way. The lazy way is you cash in some tokens throughout the vendors. Zavala, Banshee, Lord Shaxx, the different planets vendors. This is the hard way. You previously owned tokens from the previous expansion, Curse of Osiris. Then you saved all of these tokens, and now it's the time to cash them in to become 345. This is the lazy way. The hard way is you farm in public events, and this will require you. It will require a lot of time for you to become 345. But that's the hard way in case if you don't have a lot of tokens, you didn't get a chance to grind a lot. Then you need to understand something called a cap. And cap is basically here. If you go to talk to any of the vendors, make sure you don't have any tokens. Therefore, I do recommend Ikura. Usually, there's not much going on there for her. The number you see right here is your cap. It's going to be different from each player based on your power level. So mine is 367 plus 5 will be 372. So most likely for you when you start, it's going to be 340. With mods, it's going to be 345. Basically, cap is whatever you do in the game, it's going to drop at that cap level. So for me, when I do a public event and I see a blue engram, it's going to drop at this number that you see in front of you, and I always add 5 to it. And that applies to you, whatever is your power level. I'm currently 377 on this character, and this is me without finishing all the stuff, and I'm currently working on them. So I can probably become 380 this week, hopefully. In any events, you have to be 345. And as I told you, the lazy way or the hard way. This is without finishing the campaign. You don't want to touch the story missions, basically the campaign. Reason why? Because Ana Bray will give you a powerful gear at a specific point in the campaign. And that powerful gear, if you start the campaign instantly before 345, it's going to drop at 337 or even less, or maybe a bit more, maybe 2 or 3 power level. But if you don't touch the story, this power level that can drop at 337 if you are weak can drop at higher. It could drop at 360, at 370, whatever is your power level at that point. After doing that, becoming 345, you want to work on your milestones, which is basically public events for Cayde 6, the 3 heroic strikes, Nightfall, prestige difficulty or normal, both drop a different loot pool. And also you got the raid. We do have prestige Calus and normal Calus. We have Eater of Worlds and the new raid layer, Spire of Stars, and these you want to work on them later. So at that point you're going to be 345, cash in 1 engram, which is the public events, let's say. This will break your cap. So from 340 with mods 345, you're going to become maybe 341 with mods, maybe 346 or maybe 342. You get it. Keep adding 5 to that number you see in this engram in front of you right here. So cash in the powerful gear from the milestone, just 1. Sometimes you're required to cash in 1. Sometimes you're required to cash in 2. In any events, once you cash in that, you go back either to the lazy way or to the hard way. The lazy way, again, you cash in the tokens. Now you have a new cap, so you want to make sure all of your weapons and all of your gear is to that cap level. So remember when you were 345, now let's say you're 346. So make sure all of your weapons and gear is 346. At a specific point, you're 346. cash in another powerful gear. Let's say this time it's the Call to Arms, which is basically the Crucible. And let's say you're 350. Then make sure all of your weapons are 350 and all of your gears 350. Cash in the tokens or do public events to make sure all of your weapons at that power level of that engram, +5 for the mods. And pretty much really just that in general. You just cash in the powerful gear, do public events or do the lazy way, which I spoke about it. And then once you finish every single thing on this character, you did your milestones, you leveled up correctly, I got a powerful gear, all of my cab is there, and I do it again. Powerful gear, I make sure all my gear and weapons are there. Then you want to do this. Then you want to start to work through their story missions. Now once you finish the story mission, Ana Bray will give you a powerful gear that already capped to whatever power level you became. Most players through their first main character will become 365 to 370 if RNG was with them. Then once you accomplish that on the first character, now here's the twist. You want to transfer your primary, special, and heavy to your second character. Now do understand that you won't be able to equip these primary and special and heavy because they're a higher power level until I believe you're level 28 or 29. As you know, the max level of this game now, the new DLC is 30. And when you are about to do your journey through the 345, I forgot to mention that in the beginning, make sure you pop a fire team medallion. If you have friends that they're gonna help you, that'll be amazing. They can pop another fire team medallion for you, and then they stack up together to give you more XP. And the XP will basically allow you jumping from 25 to 26 to 27 all the way to 30 really fast. Again, if you have fire team medallion, make sure to pop that. I'll show you what fire team medallion is. It's basically this fire team medallion. You get it from Eververse. You need 50 bright dust to get this fire team medallion, and I'm just gonna be savage and buy, let's say, 5. So you can buy 5, and if you solo player, do that. Work your way out to level 30, because these weapons that I told you, primary and special and heavy from your first character, cannot be equipped until you're 28 or 29, I believe. And then once you own the new character, and then you're level 30 by, you becoming 3, 4, 5, you're gonna transfer this weapon to that second character. Guess what? Because you already have a powerful gear, let's say it's at 365, all of them, or a bit less or a bit more, you already broke your cap in advance. So from you starting 345, you could be starting at 350 or 355. Then you're already ahead of the game 10 power level, or maybe 10 to 15. You do everything that I said, but with the twist, which is transferring from these 3 weapons from first character to second character, and repetitive process. And then your second character is going to become more powerful. Then you leave it to your last character, which is going to be your highest, by also transferring the primary and special and heavy, because at that point when you're working on your second character, it's going to become higher. So eventually you're basically from character 1, let's say 350, character 2, let's say 360, character 3, 370, or higher based on your RNG and whatever the game is going to give to you. Also, during you working out your way to that journey of higher power level, you're going to be doing the raid. Be advised that if you finish the raid successfully, Leviathan, Normal, or Prestige, you're going to have keys. There's 9 keys in the game, like Aqueduct, the Ventilator, etc. There is 50-50 chance of you getting exotic from that key. And these keys usually, the loot for these keys usually drop are really higher power level, and there's 50-50 chance of exotic. So just be advised, I will probably recommend for you to save those keys. So you have 3 characters, you did the raid on 3 characters. In total, you're gonna have 9 keys. These keys, out of those 9 keys, you have maybe 3/9 chances of getting 4 exotics. I recommend for you to use those keys only for the highest powerful character you got. You don't wanna cash in like 3 keys for 3 hunter, 3 keys for 3 warlock. You know, you don't want to do that. You want to cash in on your most powerful gear, like most powerful character. And once you've done that, then you're probably either going to be like 375, 380 in your first week, believe it or not. And then on your next week, you can probably hit 385, and it will require either a week or 2. But if you follow these steps, I believe you can become 385. And that's pretty much it for the video. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer. As for now, I'll let you be. Take care, guys.